Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector, and in this segment of Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse, I am showcasing the new Eternia Skelcons. Your boy Coco has finally done something he's probably never done ever for the Masters of the Universe line, and that's troop build. I've always intentionally troop build. Like I had bought. If I'm trying to I did buy one horde. I think the horde trooper set came with two, so I didn't feel like I had to buy more than one because I already got two in that one thing. But this I intentionally bought uh two of, and I'm probably gonna get a third depending on how the quality of this turns out. But Skelecons are like the troop builders, right? I'll probably buy more troop builders if they made generic, Eternian guards, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And more horde troopers. If they sell the horde troopers in individual packs, that's what I'll do for sure. But yeah, look at the art on these things. I believe these characters were in the golden books. I think with like Goatman. I forget. It's been a minute, but either way, the box art on this thing is spectacular. You got Stratos struggling, and look, they gave this guy a wing. So I'm thinking that there must be some variant out there with a wing. when they do release it, I want it because I troop build these things. It's gonna be an army of Skelecons. All right, let's see what it says. The Skelcon, evil foot soldier of Skeletor, the horned demons from the dimension of Infinita, has been summoned by their master Skeletor to scour New Eternia for the remains of the power of Grayskull. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I gotta troop build these things because you can't just have one henchman for Skeletor. You're gonna have an army, right? All right, so here we go. Let us open the ones. I should have gone three, but your boy Coco isn't the richest. In due time, I will probably get more. Oh, you know what? This is what I forgot to do. I forgot that these things open up in three parts. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Yay. Oh. I guess this was more stubborn than I thought. Yeah, here we go. Cool. I liked him. Like the first time I had him was like during the classics line, and I wanted to buy more, but your boy didn't have space. Like I was in a crisis. I was buying third-party Transformers. Like, man, these things are expensive. One of each should be a good rep. But I'm like, now, after being a 1/12 scale military action figures collector, I've become comfortable with the idea of troop building and buying multiples of troop builder figs. Because in my mind, I'm just imagining battles and homies hanging out, that kind of thing. Camaraderie. And as you get older, the tendencies for your income to go up a little bit, right? And finally, my income to inflation ratio has met a tolerance level that I was able to purchase. But back then, there was no way I couldn't. I guess I could, but my mind could not imagine it at the time or fathom it at the time. All right, so the spear. I don't know how you're gonna take this bad boy out. This is kind of curious. Right. Here we go. It's gotta be a way to do it. Right. I forgot to cut the thing on this thing is camouflaged. There you go. So now, here you go. We got prehistoric style spear weapon. It's kind of crazy that he would have these souls in his tongue of the people, of the victims that they've had, right? But again, let's see if you guys can see it. Yeah, I'll see that. Um, all that, but he's got a basic ass spear made out of twigs and bone. Not twigs, but you get the picture. A simply wooden sticks of a spear. Very prehistoric, if I may. Right? Yeah, look at him in his purple. It's weird. You give him these kind of spears, but metal greaves, shiny metal purple greaves. That doesn't even make sense. Doesn't translate. But hey, it's fantasy barbarian. What do you call it? Uh, sword and sandal style, right? And so here is his accessories: extra fist and a shield, and his dagger. Kind of cool. Reminds me of prehistoric stuff. And I guess this is where his axe would be, right? So that's where I'm going to put it. And it comes with 2 fists. Well, we all know that the shield is a left-leaning thing, but the great news about a circular shield, I believe, is no. Yep. You have a chance to go either left or right. I was afraid at first that it can't. But you know what? For the people who are naturally right-handed, that's what we're going to do. Nah, I'm going to put it left. On he left-hand side on this one because I'm going to give the other guy an axe on his left side. Kind of cool. All right. Yay. Uh-oh. So this guy's looking really cool with his bone belt, horn belt, vampire skull with horns belt. Unless that's not really horns, it's just part of the design. But it looks like Brahma bull, kind of. Okay, so it's kind of weird. His hips just don't seem to be in alignment. Is it drop hips? Okay. I guess that's a hip drop. That explains a lot. That's probably why I had problems with some of my Masters of the Universe figs earlier because I wasn't sure how to handle or manage a hip drop if there was one. So I'm going to have to revisit some of these figures and then do a follow-up video discussing hip drop. So here he is in his full glory. And the thing is, okay, the good news is his mouth opens, but the sad news is his head, it doesn't seem like you can really do much other than left, right. But that's par for the course with all the masters so far. So it's unfortunate that they were able to engineer everything else right, but the neck. So you can't do like really cool looking up, at danger kind of stuff, but yeah, but at least you could do a little bit more articulation. But yeah, this sucker looks great. And this is his master, Lord Skeletor, Overlord of Evil. But they seem like they might be a little bit taller than, and this is the vintage Skeletor, by the way. Makes sense because, yeah. All right, well, here are the 2 fists. And I'm going to open the other one, but, well, I guess I'm going to leave his mouth open. Mouth breather. Because I can't help myself. Got a troop build. Boy Coco is an army builder. That should be my next channel. Coco Smooth, the army builder. The troop builder. Troop building MNF. You ready to blow? Yeah, I'm ready to blow. Well, I'm a troop building MNF. MNF. So yeah, here we go. Yeah. See? Gives instructions on how to insert flint knife, right? We'll do it. So yeah, now Skeletor always has at least 2 bodyguards that are those guys that match him. You know what I mean? In case he gets tired of his like other servants that might have a tendency to try to kill him instead. You know what I'm saying? Like take over the spot. So he needs his true betas to ensure that nobody else tries to assert their alphahood. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anytime now. There you go. And of course, here we go. Oh, geez. These things always seem to fly right at my face. I should wear eye protection for such occasions. It might hit me in the eye. All right, here we go. Yeah, the feats. Did they improve the ankle rockers? Not quite. But that's to be expected since these, I don't think that was something that they addressed ever. But yeah, look, now I'm going to give this guy his axe. That. I'm going to give the other dude a spear. Well, he already gave the other dude the spear. But now he gets the axe because, that's just how they roll. So this guy should be the left trooper in the squad. Of course, I guess we could put the spear back here. Yeah. His skirt looking all disheveled, like not incongruent with his body. Like, what the heck? How is it canted to the left? But to be fair, the other one is canted to the right. So, yeah. Oh, this was fun. This is a whole lot of fun. These guys look great together. They're color congruent. It's like, it's hard for me to imagine that they were never together at all, now that they're all together. You know what I mean? It's like, these guys are the squad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Skeletor and his flunkies. Yeah, this is what's up. Guys, it is a great look. These guys are just now ready to, oh dude, all I need is Panther. I'm gonna get Panther soon now. I'm gonna have to, just so that he can ride them and they look good in an epic picture together, guys. I'm gonna get Panther so that it just look even more barbarian kind of esque. You know what I'm saying? I kind of love how these caveman kind of look with Skeletor. He takes it back to its more barbarian roots. I love me some cyborgs, but bros, folks, I really also love that this thing takes it back to its more sword and sandal, Conan-esque kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's what I grew up and fell in love with. And to be honest, as a kid, I should not have been watching those movies. They were clearly super violent for somebody at the tender age of 3 or 4. But hey, I'm glad that I did, because I held a lot of reverence for those Excaliburs and Conan the Barbarians and the Beast Masters and Swords and Sorcerers of the world. You know what I mean? Um, I'm kind of sad that they've never made movies like that to that degree and um, budget and taken it with, in my opinion, the seriousness that they should be. But yeah, movies like Dragon Slayer, I don't think it did well. That's probably why they didn't make them anymore. But yeah, Dragon Slayer, completely underrated film, guys. You guys should watch it. Yeah, they had the most realistic dragon for its time, practical effects and everything. But yeah, look at this. Skeletor and his two homies, just, well, his flunkies, just totally vibing, guys. This great shelf, uh, you know, presence right here as a tandem, guys. Final thoughts on these things. You guys must buy this. Um, I need it. I feel like I need a third just so that he can, just in case, you know, they develop wings or somebody comes up with wings for these guys, and they can, one of them with the wings can lead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love the true build, and dude, an army of these works for me in a shelf. I'd love it. All right, folks. Well, that is all I got for this segment of Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse New Eternia Skelcon edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector, and until the next video, folks. Ciao.